What is up, Bucs fans? Welcome back to another one of my videos. I am Rami B, and this is the Week 17 Bucs reaction. I was at the game today, and I couldn't record it there because obviously they play a lot of music and copyright stuff, so I had to wait till I got home. So, if you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. I won't be having clips of the game in this video just because of time of editing. I am actually flying out to Baltimore to visit family in a few hours, so I don't have time to sit there and edit and go through all the footage. But a vlog will be up in the near future, next couple of weeks, with a bunch of Bucs stuff, so I will link it down in the description below once it is up. But yeah, this game was pretty disappointing. Looked like typical Bucs fashion. We go down early and then we make a comeback, we take the lead. But when Matt Gay missed those 3 field goals and we left 9 points on the field, I figured that was gonna come back to haunt us. That would have put us up 19-31, and Atlanta would have had to play their game a little bit differently. The Jameis interceptions, of course, the first one we all knew was coming, and we really thought that he was going to end at 29, but in typical Jameis fashion, he had to give us number 30. Ironically, he started his career in Tampa with a pick 6, and potentially his last pass in Tampa is a pick 6 as well. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I don't know what they can do, to be honest. You can't really replace that kind of productivity. Yes, the interceptions are bad, but 30, 33, 34 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, playing all that, you know, you want someone who can replace that. However, there's no free agent that can, and we're drafting in the high teens, so we might not get a rookie quarterback, and I doubt we're going to trade everything to move up into the top 5 because we still need to build our offensive line. We need to figure out what we're going to do with our D line, since so many players are free agents, like everybody except Vita Vea. And speaking of the D-line, Jason Pierre-Paul is a beast. That strip sack that Devin White returned 91 yards, which I think is the longest, they said, fumble return in Bucs history. Levante David broke his, he got his 1,000th tackle, so he's the 4th player, I think, in Bucs history with 1,000 tackles. And then Shaq Barrett got 2 sacks or 3 sacks. He was at 16.5. He got 3 sacks, I believe, and he finished at 19.5. So now he is the sack leader of the Bucs franchise. And it was cool seeing Warren Sapp at the game. Was real happy for him, hugged him, and all that kind of stuff. Overall, the defense did their job. They held Atlanta. Atlanta wasn't moving too well. That last final drive, though, when Atlanta went down and kicked the game tying field goal, was really frustrating because they were moving down and we were playing so much off coverage. When we blitzed, it got there. But then we were playing off coverage and not blitzing, and they were getting, you know, chunks 8-9 yards at a time. That was kind of frustrating. But overall, the defense did their job, held Atlanta. It was the offense that really hurt. Jameis only threw 20 yards in the second half after doing 180, I think, in the first. But it got to a point where the offense was so predictable, runs up the gut, 3rd and longs, we had like a 3rd and 20, we do the draw, that typical stuff. But one thing that was really, really predictable was when I was at the game, like when we needed yards, everyone was like Brashad Perriman, because that's all we have. Like Justin Watson's dropping passes. I don't know where OJ Howard went. Cam Brate, nobody knows where he went either. And it was just like Brashad, and he got 3 straight games with 100 yards. And he's going to make it hard to decide what to do with that wide receiver spot, because we have Evans and Godwin obviously are the top 2. Scotty Miller, we don't really know. He hasn't done much this season. He had like 1 good game. Brashad Perriman, first half was horrible. Second half really stepped up and really produced. Like, he transformed completely. Tough catches in traffic, all that kind of stuff. So we have to pay him to stay. The issue, the thing is, will he want to stay with cheap money or go somewhere else and get a long-term contract? So there's a lot of questions moving forward about the team. Coaching staff, I don't see anything happening to them. A 7-9 season is a 2-game improvement over what we had last year, the last 2 years under Dirk. Is it a better improvement? I don't know. We went 6-2 in the second half of the season. Not bad. I think with Glazers, they always like to see a collapse. If there's a collapse at the end of the season, but the team has been trending forward, trending up. There's no doubt that if we had Evans or Godwin, both of them, whatever kind of combination, that we would have won the Houston game last week and would have won today. But yeah, overall, disappointing loss at the ending of the season, the last 2 games, taking L's, but the future is bright. This isn't like those past years with Dirk. It actually feels like a change. Like, the defense is coming around, young players. We're not relying on, you know, free agents and older players and things like that. So I think the secondary is going to be good. Safety is going to be good if Justin Evans comes back and plays as well as he has been when he was healthy. I think the defense overall will be great. And the offense, we have the offensive skill players in place. Quarterback is a question mark right now, and offensive line has to be revamped, and maybe a running back. But yeah, that is my reaction for the game. Thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, if you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. And as always, let's go Bucs. 7-9 season, not where we wanted, but an improvement. Hopefully next year we'll be able to go 10-11 win range and potentially get to the playoffs. So if you are tuned in this far, there will be some more Bucs content throughout the off season. I typically do a season review. I do a draft reaction, season prediction, kind of free agency stuff, kind of like that. Or that's what I'm going to try to do. So definitely stay tuned for that. Stay subscribed so you get all the notifications. And thank you very much, Bucs Nation. And as always, I am out.
Our offense tough, our defense rough. Go Bucs, go Bucs. Ain't no other team stopping us. Go Bucs, go Bucs.